Yo, what's up, everyone? Hope you all are having a fantastic day or night. Steering the Meme Mouse here, and let's get right into this episodic review of Interspecies Reviewers, Episode 2. Just a cautious warning here, there will be spoilers for this episode in this video. So if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend you go watch the episode to avoid spoilers. Even though it's not like an anime where just major, events happening. And on a side note, you can watch the uncensored version on both AnimeTube, which can be found as an app on the Xbox. While it's free, there's no pop-up ads, but there are ads at the bottom of the screen that help. Not help, but they kind of make the full screen size smaller. But other than that, it's pretty good. It's got a really large amount, like 10,000 different anime on it, so that's pretty good. Or alternatively, if you don't have an Xbox, you can go to kickassanime.rs, which I'm gonna just let you know. There are ads and pop-up ads, so don't click them, and you should be fine of malware, unless some weird shit happens. But yeah, that's all I've got to say for my side note. Alright, let's get into it. This episode of Interspecies Reviewers was pretty good in my opinion. Slightly not as good as episode 1, mostly because that one line, parakeet, more like a skeet, I don't know why, but it's so funny to me. It's sticking to my head. But otherwise, it's pretty fucking good. I actually got to watch this episode uncensored, unlike last episode, where I watched the censored one, and then found the uncensored later. But this time, I found the uncensored version. Thus, I got to experience it in its full glory. Just like last episode, it was hilarious as hell. Like, an example for this. There was this one scene where there was some green demon PR guy for the... I'm not sure if it was a succubi party or it was a demon party, but it was a political party. It was a PR guy. But he was talking to Stunk. He was saying he couldn't help him because of some kind of law, not interfering with the public votes or whatever. But freaking Stunk flips him off and calls him a Piccolo wannabe. That shit had me rolling. Especially because he did look like Piccolo. Look at this image that I'm going to put up on the fucking screen. He looks like goddamn Piccolo. We also managed to learn some new interesting information about Krim. Alright, here's what happened. Freaking when Stunk, Zell, and Krim, along with the halfling, forget his name, they freaking went to the fairy place, and they had their dicks measured in size because fairies got different size limits, Makes sense considering, fairies are small as shit, and everything else seems really fucking big to them. But, oh yeah, before we get to the information on Krim, random fact, Stunk has a dick size of 6.5 inches. But, random information. But, back to Krim. Alright, so this fairy lady, she measured Krim, and she wasn't able to have him go with anyone. It's more like a him, she. A Fuda. I might call him a Fuda. But, he wasn't able to go with anybody. That means his dick is longer than 6.5 inches. As Stunk was able to go with the two big ass fairies, which I'm probably going to end up showing on screen with that. So, that's right. Krim is packing a bigger package underneath than the whole gang, if you catch my drift. Like, he's packing a bigger package than all of them. And the halfling's got the smallest out of all of them, so he's packing like half a package. But I knew this was coming because I read it from the manga, but it's still funny. But wow, as far as Zell goes, we don't know. They never said. But I could probably do some math to figure that out. But I don't feel like doing it right now. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no, I might make that a separate thing on its own. Also, Krim's massive dick, I can't believe I'm saying this, it probably could explain why every other shot of Krim, he's got like a bulge And that's not even me trying to look. It's like in the middle of the screen, zoom in. I can't control that. So I'm not gay. But also, real quick, we got some more information behind Stunk and his family, or at least a bit of his family history. He apparently is born to a royal family, but the thing is, it was so far back, it doesn't really mean much anymore. And the fuck is the hell? Sorry about that. There was some weird ass shit going on in the background. If you can still hear anything in the background, I'm sorry. And I'll try to manage that in the future. But back to this review. We got more info on Stunk's backstory, at least his deal with his family. He was born to a royal bloodline, not bloodline, but a royal family or something along the sorts. But the royalty of their bloodline / family has stopped meaning much in their world. So it doesn't really mean much to him. And he must have gotten in some kind of fight with his father because his father kicked him out of his house. That was also established, I think, last episode, but I'm not exactly sure what could have caused his father to kick him out. Maybe it was because he was going to every brothel in human interspecies everything history. Also, on a side note, Interspecies Reviewers. Can there be aliens just because it's a fucking monster, right? Alright. I'm starting to get off topic, so sorry. But yeah. More info on his backstory. So it's pretty good. I also have one last thing I want to go over. Towards the end of the episode, everyone except for Krim, because initially they were going to a demon thing, which Krim can't go to because he's an angel, and I'm not exactly sure what would happen, but he would probably get corrupted or some shit. But everyone except for Krim and somebody new, forgot his name, but he was a demon, but he didn't seem full demon. But yeah, they had gone to a cowgirl place. And let me just say this. The size of those titties have their own gravitational pull, if you know what I mean. Like, not just with the eyes. Not just with the eyes, if you know what I mean. Gravitational pull. They were trying to go to the demon place. That's called the demon hole. Instead, they were distracted and went right to the cow place. So, now, what happened next is something I can't show on YouTube because it's more hentai than YouTube. I was going to say borderline, but no, I would have to say so because you got Stunk sucking on a nip. Hell, son of a bitch. Just hurt myself for no fucking reason. Hit my foot, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it was basically hentai, minus the fucking that we did. That's why I can't show you this. So instead, I might just put, I don't know, something. I don't know. I'll decide on something post-editing. But let's get back on topic. This is one of those reasons why I watched the episode uncensored. I waited like a few hours to watch it uncensored. Worth it. I want to end also. That brings us to the end of this review. So, if you've stuck around with my cringe voice and my cringe words, sorry. Sorry for making your ears bleed, and thank you very much. And appreciate you staying. I want to end off this review special, and I want to do this with any future reviews from now on. Just like Stunk, Zell, Krim, and the always fourth person, sometimes fifth, that come with them. I'm gonna give myself the pleasure of telling you a review. I'm gonna give reviews of the girls they've shown in the episode or any episode of Interspecies Reviewers that's happening. Alright? This scale that I'm rating it on is just like the anime. From a 1 to a 10, where 1's the worst and 10 is the best. You know what? Scratch that. They go from 0 to 10. So 0 the worst, 10 the fucking best. Let's start off with the fairies. I'll give them a 6. While they do have pretty good looks to them, the sheer difference in size is not for me. It's a turnoff. It's not for me. Because I would rather be around somebody with my size in terms of height. Or just slightly taller, I suppose. That and the kind of entrance fee is a bit expensive. Actually, correct that. I'm not sure how much 500 gold is over there, because she said 500 gold pieces, and there were like 5 stacks of 5 gold coins. I'm not sure. I have to go back and count them. But it seems like it can be potentially expensive. But then again, there was 5 of them, and it was a first-time fee. But yeah, that and the size restriction might fluctuate the rating depending on who I get. But that's pretty much all I've got to say for them. And last but not least, the cowgirls. I would say a solid 8, if not 8.5. There are only 2 main factors that are stopping them from going to a 9 or even a 10. Here's one of those factors. When they come, or climax, whatever the hell you want to phrase it with, they shoot out milk from their titties. Like milk, like fucking cereal. Goddamn milk. That is to be expected, as they are cowgirls. Cows, literally. Like, not fat, but cows. Even though they got fat titties. For me, I wouldn't like that too much, due to me not being too much of a fan of milk. Especially by the fact it's goddamn lukewarm milk. Like, ew. The only time I like warm milk is when I'm making hot goddamn chocolate. That's the only time. But this isn't too much, like, this isn't enough to make or break my decision on the rating. Second, their meat is tough, which I may not like, because if their meat is tough, that makes them potentially hard to move around, if you know what I mean. So that could pose a problem, but because I would rather have somebody softer than, tough as a cow. But that's really my only 2 problems with that. Everything else about them is pretty fucking great. From their looks, their big titties. And as somebody in the comment of a YouTube video said, they look like they can give good head. What the hell did I say that? But that's basically everything I've wanted to talk about this episode, and everything I wanted to talk about in my review of the ones that were shown. And I can't wait to see episode 3 and more. I'm going to keep watching uncensored just to get the full package, because fuck the censored version, even though it's borderline hentai. This is Jerry the Meme Mouse signing out and going to a cowgirl brothel, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Peace out. Also, I find it kind of funny how I can write a roughly 3-page review about basically hentai, but struggle with a page and a half for an essay at school.